guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Emily. This is probably the first video you're seeing of mine because I'm new to YouTube. So today I'm going to be filming a miscarriage, my miscarriage story video, and also some really awesome news that me and my fiance are expecting. This is actually the shirt that I wore when I told all of my friends and family that that we were expecting the first time, but then that resulted in a miscarriage. So now it's time for our rainbow baby. So yeah, I was just going to share just all the details of my miscarriage. So yeah, if that's something you're interested in hearing, if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments. Be sure to subscribe. I'm going to be taking you all on my journey of, I'm going to give y'all like every week updates because I'm super excited. And I love watching those videos, so, it will just be so happy to have my own and I can look back on them, years to come and just remember, how it was, just my experience. So, also I have my, okay y'all, this is like, I'm sure y'all can see, like full to the rim. I did not mean to do this. It is literally full to the rim. And don't worry, this is decaf. Okay, so yes, we're gonna begin with the miscarriage, my miscarriage story. So rewind all the way to December. That is when it happened. So I thought I was almost 8 weeks pregnant. So my first OB appointment was Monday, and so all of this took place on Friday, so like 2 days before, or however long before my OB appointment. So OB appointment was Monday. Friday, a couple days before, I was at work. I was going to use the restroom before I left work because I was peeing like every 5 minutes, y'all. So I went to the restroom, and this time there was blood. There was lots of blood. So obviously I freak out. I call my fiance. I tell him, hey, we have to go to the hospital. I'm bleeding. And I said I couldn't decide where I wanted to go, so I called my aunt to get her opinion, to see where she suggested that I go, and just kind of tell her, hey, I'm bleeding. And she, so we decided on a hospital. She met me up there. One of her best friends, it's like another aunt to me. She came up there, me, and then Zach, and we were all, separate, driving separate. So I get up there. First of all, the drive was terrible because I was just crying, and then when you get off the interstate where the hospital I decided to go, you literally have to get over 3 lanes in no room. So you have to wait for all the traffic to be stopped so you can get all the way over. I mean, literally, you're over here, you have to go over here. And it's from here to, I don't know, a backyard, no space at all. So I'm sitting here crying, driving, and these people thought I was just sitting there, and they were getting angry with me because I was sitting there waiting for all these cars to go so I could get over, because there was no way I could have just merged and then merged and then merged. There was not enough room to do that. So, sorry, just a little side note. It was just a terrible experience. It was a terrible time. So, we get to the hospital. The doctor doesn't really, well, they get me back very quickly, but the doctor didn't think anything was wrong. She was, or the nurse, whatever, she was like, just being honest, I think you're fine. So we went for a vaginal ultrasound because they couldn't see anything on a normal ultrasound. So we had to do a vaginal ultrasound, and everything was fine. We saw the baby, we heard the heartbeat. It was a strong heartbeat. That was like the most magical moment ever. Just hearing the heartbeat, and all your worries go down down the drain, you know. And my fiance was in there. It was just perfect. So she did tell me something that I just, little note to add. She did tell me that it looked like I was measuring only 5 to 6 weeks, whereas I thought I was 7 to 8 weeks pregnant, which that at the time wasn't concerning because I have all these doctors telling me I'm fine. But now that I look back on it, it's like, like there was no way I was late. My test came back positive on the day that I took it, you know. Or sorry, the day I was supposed to start my period, I took a test and it came back positive. So I knew I had to have been this far along. Like, it didn't make sense for me to be 5 weeks. I mean, that's just no. But we heard the heartbeat. Doctors told me I was fine, so I didn't think anything of it, you know. So, anyways, we go home. So that's Friday. Everything's fine. We go home. We're all relieved. We actually went out to eat. We went to Applebee's because I was starving. Obviously, I didn't want to cook, and so we decided to go to Applebee's. So then Monday rolls around. I actually had plans to go get a pedicure with my friend. I woke up at 8 and I was in a lot of pain, like so much pain. I still didn't think anything was wrong because we just left the hospital. They told me that everything was fine. Yes, they diagnosed it as a threatened miscarriage, I think, but they never told me like, well, be prepared because this could continue to progress and result in a miscarriage. No one ever told me that, and I kind of wish they would have, because I wouldn't have let such a, you know, I dropped all my worries and then that happened. So, yeah. So, like I said, I had the appointment with my friend. I woke up at, or I think we were going at like 1 or 2. I woke up at 8 and I was in a lot of pain. And I recalled the whole night being in a kind of constant state of pain, so the pain like came in waves. So I would have pain for like 30 seconds to a minute, and then it would stop and I would feel perfectly fine for like 5 minutes, and then it would continue. I think that was kind of happening at night when I was sleeping too, because for some reason I just feel like I was in a little bit of pain while I was sleeping. But I mean, heck, I can't remember, I was asleep. But I do think that may have happened. But anyways, it got worse, and it got worse, and it got worse, and it got worse. So I tried moving to the kitchen, to the living room. I tried to sit on the couch and change the way I was laying. I just didn't get it. I was like, what's going on? And I still, I was worried something was wrong, but I really didn't think I was having a miscarriage at the time, because I was just there. The doctor told me I was fine. But obviously deep down I knew something wasn't right. So, let's see. So anyways, finally, I decided to take a bath. And I was like, maybe that'll relieve some of the pain. Because like I said, they were coming in waves, which I didn't know this at the time, but I think, you know, you could consider them as contractions because they stop for 30 minutes. I mean, they stop for like 5 minutes. They go on for 30. So, yeah, I started my bath water, and I will say, I was passing a lot of clots, a lot of blood clots, which I'm pretty sure they told me that was normal, that was fine. So I used the restroom before I get in the bathtub, and it wasn't a blood clot. It was way more than that. I mean, with what I saw, I knew at that point, like I knew the minute I saw what I saw, I just miscarried. I just knew it. It was just, so yeah, like I said, I knew what I saw. I miscarried. So I called my aunt, back to the hospital we go. I called my fiance. He actually wasn't home. He had prior obligations, and you know, with the doctor telling us everything was fine, we just continued about our, you know, the plans that we had, just like I was going to go get my pedicure. We went to the doctor and they confirmed it. They did a vaginal ultrasound, nothing was there, which the person that does the ultrasound, like last time, she was like, well, there's your baby, there's the heartbeat, or do you want to hear the heartbeat? We heard the heartbeat. This time, I'm like, do you see anything? She's like, you're gonna have to discuss it with your doctor. You're gonna have to discuss it with your doctor. Like, she really couldn't tell me anything. Yeah, so the next week was very hard. Luckily, we had a lot of help with our family. They did so much. They were amazing, and our friends too. They provided us like meals that literally all I had to do was put them in the oven or the crock pot, and they were so good. So we wasn't eating out every day. Yeah, it was hard, but we got through it. And so now let's talk about the happy, the good. So as you can see, as I showed y'all, we are expecting. I'm just so excited. The more I think about it, I just want to cry. Basically, my wedding is May 16th, and I went and bought a dress, and because I had taken tests when I was supposed to have my period, and they were negative, so you know, we really wasn't like adamant about getting pregnant after the miscarriage. At first I was, but once I got in a healthy state of mind, I was finally like, okay, we don't have to have a baby right this second. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But it happened, and then, oh, that was my ovulation day, which that was just according to my app. Personally, I think I ovulated late, and actually it's like proven right now that I did, because when I was supposed to start my period, I took a test that day, I took a test the next day, I took a test the next day, all negative. Okay, so I had bought that dress. I'm not pregnant. I actually ended up taking it back, not because I was pregnant, but because when I got home, it was just way too tight. Like, at that point, I was uncomfortable. I was like, I've got to get a more comfortable fitting dress. So, okay, here's when I found out I was pregnant. So I found out I was pregnant when me and my mom were going to go return the dress that I had bought, the first dress I had bought, and we were going to get a new one. We were going to pick out a new one. Well, like I said, the last time I was pregnant, I took a test on the day I was supposed to start my period, and it was positive. This time, I took a test when I was supposed to start, the day after, the day after, the day after, the day after. I think like 4 days, every day, after I was supposed to start my period, all negative. So, I'm not pregnant. There's no way. Like, they're all negative. I'm just late. I'm stressed. Maybe I'm just late because of the miscarriage. Maybe my cycles are just off right now. But I'm not pregnant. I just know it. So, me and my mom, like a week later, we were going to go dress shopping. So, I think it was like 12 days after I was supposed to start my period. I still hadn't started. So, I told my mom, I was like, look, I know I'm not pregnant, but let's just go get one more test, because I don't know, I enjoy taking tests. Like, it's just exciting, you know. I don't know how to explain it. I guess if you've taken one, you understand what I'm talking about. It's just so exciting. So we went, this is kind of funny, we went to Dollar General, bought a test. We both went in the bathroom. She went in the stall with me. I took the test, and I was like, see, look, I'm not pregnant. She was like, you gotta wait a minute. And obviously, like, I know, but I just knew I wasn't. So, like, and then, what do you know? 2 big blue lines. You know, it's kind of like, as soon as, it's like I had a plan to get pregnant back then. And I got pregnant, and it wasn't God's timing. It wasn't God's plan. So, you know, I miscarried. But then I make my own plan. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna do these things. And then it's like, nope, God has a different plan. So now I'm pregnant. So I don't know. It's really exciting. I'm really excited. Symptoms. I don't know if I said this or not. I was thinking I was like 6 weeks and 3 days today. But my doctor thinks I'm more so 5 days, or 5 days and a couple, because I have went and had blood work done, and she told me, which this was several days ago now, but she told me I was either like 4.5, 5 weeks. So now I'm definitely 5 weeks, or 5 weeks and a few days. So I'm gonna start like doing the updates as soon as I know how far along I actually am, so that I can give y'all a weekly update. Yeah, so I went and had blood work. Everything's good. They did put me on a progesterone pill, so yeah, I have progesterone. And then I just wanted to show y'all, I'm sure y'all all know this, but these are the prenatals that I'm taking. It's just the 1 a day with DHC. I actually got these last time I was pregnant, but I have a good bit left. So yeah, symptoms. I never told y'all my symptoms. So there's only been 2 days where I have been extremely sick. My stomach wasn't hurting or anything. It was just nausea. I can do a update. I don't really know how I feel about it, because I'm not skinny mini like some people are that do the updates. So I wouldn't really say, I don't know if you'd call that showing or not. I'm pretty much bloated all the time. But that is how I'm looking right now. And yeah, that's my update. I think that is the end of this video. I think I have covered everything that I want to cover. If y'all have any questions for me, y'all can leave them down below. I'd be happy to answer any of them. Yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss whenever I start doing weekly updates. And I also film cleaning videos. I love to clean. Cleaning is like a hobby for me. So yeah, super excited. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I will see y'all next time.